Hi, I'm Kris Jenner, and I'm a mom with a pretty active family. When we're all just hanging out, that's my favorite time.
Kris Jenner, the momager, the entrepreneur, the author, and the matriarch of the Kardashian Jenner tribe. As of 2024, Kris Jenner is worth a jaw-dropping $170 million. So how did she stack up all that cash? Well, we have to go back to the very beginning. You see, long before she was rolling in millions, Kris was serving pretzels at 30,000 feet as a flight attendant before she met and married high-profile lawyer Robert Kardashian. Now, you'd think marrying the hotshot lawyer would have set her up for life, right? Well, hold that thought. In her 2011 autobiography, Kris Jenner and All Things Kardashian, she spilled the tea. She had, quote, no money to her name after her divorce.
When I was going through a divorce, my husband had been paying the bills and I didn't really understand the magnitude of what was really going on, and I felt really dumb. We sat down and made a plan, and that was the moment that I felt like a light bulb went off, and I clicked and thought, okay, I need to know how to handle my own business. I need to know, as a woman, what's going on in my own house. Just the attitude of know what's going on, work hard, build a life for yourself that you're proud of, but just pay attention.
Let's just say she invested into that hustle, and fast forward a couple of decades later, she's cruising around in Ferraris, owning mansions the size of stadiums, and probably has more zeros in her bank account than any of us will ever see. But again, about that hustle. Let's say some of them were grand slams, while others, well, they didn't even make it out of the dugout. Like the children's clothing store called Smooch with Courtney. Spoiler alert, the store didn't last. But hey, that was just a warm-up for what was to come. Enter 2007 in a little meeting with Ryan Seacrest, and reality TV gold was born.
Wind, you guys? Is this necessary?
No change.
Awful. No, that is not cute.
Yeah, go on.
I need someone to make me laugh.
Where's Kim?
Kim is always late.
Get out of our way. Stop. Jealous. Enough.
Stop!
Enough.
Keeping up with the Kardashians might have started as a hot mess express, but it turned into a money train that Kris drove straight into Cashville. By 2017, the family was signing deals so massive it made your jaw drop. $80 million here, a family contract renewal for just under $100 million there. But Kris is never one to sit back and coast. Oh no, she has a thing for dabbling in, let's call them, interesting side ventures. Like, remember when she casually started a, wait for it, church? Yup, Kris briefly dabbled into divine entrepreneurship. In 2008, she started the California Community Church, and rumor had it that you needed to pay a $1,000 membership fee just to join. Oh, and don't forget your 10% tithing, because even in church, Kris is all about that business model. And here's a little tip for all you aspiring managers out there. Kris takes 10%. Yup, every modeling gig, product deal, or TV show her kids land, she's pocketing 10% like the boss she is. Honestly, she doesn't just keep up with the Kardashians, she practically owns them and their paychecks. She also owns stakes in most of the businesses run by the Kardashian Jenner tribe. 2% here, 5% there, all make a cool $170 million net worth. So how does she spend all that money? Well, let's talk about where Mama Kris and her babies roost.
Hi guys, I'm Kris Jenner. Come on in.
In 2021, Kris snagged a Hidden Hills, California mansion for $20 million. This 16,500 square foot palace is filled with everything Kris needs to maintain her empire, and she got to be neighbors with her daughter Khloe. The mansion also came with 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, yes, 9, because sometimes 8 just isn't enough, plus a pool, gym, spa, and an office where she probably plots her next business move. Oh, and there's an 8-car garage. And don't forget the piano room and the dish room. I guess when your plates are from Hermes, they need a room of their own. Then there's her $12 million vacation retreat in La Quinta, Palm Springs, California. This isn't just any desert escape. It's a 14,500 square foot palace where Coachella probably feels like a small backyard barbecue. With 7 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, because you just never know when you'll need an extra, this place is designed for serious R&R. And who could forget the house that started it all? The original Kardashian family mansion is in Hidden Hills. Purchased for a cool $4 million in 2010, this place became the unofficial set of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or as some might call it, the house that drama built. If those walls could talk, well, they'd probably sell their stories to E! News. Of course, Kris isn't done there. She's got another Hidden Hills property, this one across the street from Kim and Kanye's former love nest. It's a casual $10 million, 9,400 square foot estate with 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and a zero-edge pool that's just waiting for a poolside photo op. Inside, it's all walnut floors, marble countertops, and walls of glass. And for a little bonus, Kris also dabbled in the condo game. Along with Kim, she scooped up a few Calabasas condos. One of them sold in 2019, but Kris is still holding on to 2 units, each worth around $1.5 million. You know, just in case she needs a spare place to crash. Because with a $170 million net worth, why wouldn't you? But houses are just one of the things Kris splurges on. Kris loves to look good and is willing to spend a lot of cash when it comes to fashion. No way you thought she was leaving all the fashion to her daughters. When it comes to her wardrobe, we're talking about clothing that costs more than most people's rent. Take her Balmain blazers, for example. Those chic little numbers can range from $2,000 to $3,500. Who knew a piece of clothing could cost as much as a used car? And let's not forget her love for Gucci dresses, which typically run between $1,500 and $3,000. Kris also has a soft spot for Chanel couture. She's been spotted in various Chanel pieces that can easily exceed $10,000. And of course, there are those eye-catching Versace outfits she loves, which usually comes with a price tag of $2,000 to $5,000. With outfits like these, you can see why Kris is always smiling. When you look that good, life is just better. Now let's talk about her handbag collection, which is like a museum of luxury. You think you've seen expensive bags? Think again. Kris has a stash of Hermes Birkin bags that can range from $10,000 to over $70,000, depending on the materials and rarity. A crocodile Birkin can set you back a whopping $72,000, because apparently if it doesn't come with a luxury tax, it's just not worth having. Her collection also includes a Chanel Classic flat bag, a timeless piece that usually retails for around $8,000. There's also a Celine luggage tote in the mix, which can cost between $2,500 and $3,500. Not to mention her Givenchy Lucrezia tote for about $2,800 and a Valentino Rockstud dome satchel that goes for around $2,400. Seriously, can we just get a group discount for all these brands, Kris? And when you think it couldn't get worse, Kris takes us on a regular tour of her wardrobe collections. We're talking about a wardrobe collection worth a jaw-dropping $2 million. Yikes!
So, okay. You're gonna look like Princess Caroline or Princess Grace,
These
right?
are the boss lady scarves.
Boss lady scarves.
Seriously, can you guess how much those scarves cost? Way to make us feel poorer, Kris. But she doesn't just splurge all that cash on herself. No, when it comes to gifting her family, Mama Kris doesn't hold back one bit. We're talking gifts so extravagant that even Santa might feel a little insecure. First up, Christmas 2021. While most people are out buying cozy sweaters or maybe an iPhone, Kris decided to surprise the entire family with cars. But not just any cars. These were luxury Moke electric vehicles in all the colors of the rainbow. A normal person might buy one, but Kris went ahead and bought 6. Price tag? A cool $150,000.
Oh my God, look at our Christmas presents from my mom.
Yes.
For all of her kids.
And me.
And you, yeah. How cool. Oh, this has to be Courtney and Travis, for sure. Chloe and I got the pink ones.
After all, nothing says Merry Christmas like handing your kids the keys to their own mini fleet. Now let's talk about those gingerbread houses. Now you might be thinking, oh how sweet, gingerbread, a nice holiday tradition. But this is Kris Jenner, people. Her gingerbread houses are custom-made mansions from Solvang Bakery, complete with everyone's name on them and tiny edible chandeliers. They cost about $1,500 each, basically the price of a mortgage for your gingerbread tenants. Now, not to be outdone by even herself, Kris even throws luxury into stockings, sort of. In 2019, she partnered with Botox Cosmetic to spread the holiday cheer by encouraging people to gift Botox gift cards. She even mentioned she was getting one for her own mom, because what says I love you, like smoother skin and fewer wrinkles? And of course, we can't forget the Hermes Birkin bag she gifted Kylie back in 2015. These bags usually start at around $10,000, but for Kris, that's just stocking stuffer money. Kylie probably wasn't even surprised, just another Tuesday with Mama Kris. Even Caitlyn Jenner wasn't left out of this present parade. Despite their ups and downs, Kris gifted her a luxury glassware set for Christmas in 2021. While we don't know the exact price, let's just say it's definitely in the if you break it, you cry category. There's only one way to vacation, the Kardashian Jenner way. Forget about the typical getaway. When Kris Jenner decides to take a break, it's never a quick trip to the local beach with a picnic basket. She does vacations the way she does everything, big. Like the 2020 trip to Capri with Kourtney, lounging on a yacht that probably costs more than most people's homes put together, and her romantic getaway with Corey Gamble in 2018 to the south of France. Now, how does she get to these glamorous destinations? While Kris doesn't own a private jet herself, she often charters. One of her favorites is a Gulfstream G550, and also being part of the Kardashian Jenner family means she has access to a couple of jets. For example, Kim Kardashian boasts a Gulfstream G650ER valued at a cool $150 million, while Kylie Jenner has her Bombardier Global 7500, which rings in at approximately $72.8 million. Sure, they've gotten into a little bit of trouble for frequent use of these jets, but when you're living life in the fast lane, or rather the high-flying lane, a little environmental concern is just a minor detail, right? But it's not jets and flying that Kris has a thing for. She also loves cars, and she has an impressive lineup of them. Let's start with her stunning Bentley Continental GT, a sleek beauty with a price tag around $307,000. This car is so chic that even Kylie has been spotted borrowing Mama's car for a quick ride. Next, we have the Bentley Flying Spur, worth around $220,000, and the white Mercedes G63 AMG, a generous self-gift Kris treated herself to back in 2012. She also owns a Mercedes Maybach S650, valued at around $175,000. This car is the perfect mix of luxury and practicality, great for those family outings where you need to transport the kids and their friends, while still looking like $1 million. And let's not forget the pièce de résistance, the 2021 Rolls-Royce Ghost, which she was the very first person to receive in North America. What a flex. At a staggering price tag of $332,500, it's basically the crown jewel of her collection. Now let's rev it up a notch and talk about Kris's Ferraris, starting with a show-stopping red Ferrari 488 gifted to her by Kylie Jenner for her birthday. But that's just one. Kris also owns a Ferrari California T, valued at $300,000. Oh, and here's where it gets spicy. The Kardashian Jenners hit a bump in the road with Ferrari itself in 2022. The iconic car maker decided to ban them from purchasing limited edition models. The reason? It remains as mysterious as Kim's skincare secrets, but it seems the brand decided enough was enough. Quote, Ferrari reserves the right to decide on special editions, they stated, leaving us all wondering if the Kardashians accidentally tried to order a few too many custom pink paint jobs. But don't worry about Kris. Even without limited editions, she's got enough horsepower in her garage. So there you have it. The lowly flight attendant has definitely come a long way since we last saw her. No surprise there. After all, you know what they say, that's just the way of a Kardashian.